All right. Let's see. Transition. So we're going to do some market preparations. Market opens up in about 17 minutes. Let me set up some windows here. Okay. So, as far as I see, based on general news sentiment, YouTuber sentiment, clips from mainstream media, all that jazz, I'm seeing a bit of scaredy catness. I mean, that was a big day. Look at that drop on that one day. So we dropped how much? Ooh, 2%, nearly 2%. Big drop. So I'll technically say we made a higher high regardless. And this candle tried to save itself. The wick shows a bit of buy up, but then we just threw up the next day. So let me check something. Research for me on February 21st, 2025. What news might have made the whole market have a huge dump?
Give me a moment to look that up for you. Searching for February 21st, 2025 stock market crash news.
Guess crash is the word. Not really crash, but more like a dump.
Here is a summary of the news that contributed to a significant drop in the stock market on February 20, 2025. Key factors. 1. General market decline. Shockingly yummy. The markets experienced a sell-off due to new economic data that raised concerns about the economy's health, leading
Right.
investors towards bonds. The Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P 500 indexes recorded significant losses. For instance, the Dow dropped by 2.5% and other indices followed suit. 2. Specific economic concerns. Reports highlighted issues such as tariffs, and broader economic uncertainty, which contributed to the negative market sentiment. Articles noted that these concerns led to investors pulling back. Korea. Major stock movements. The market drop was broad, affecting major companies like Tesla, Nvidia, and United Health, which all saw significant declines during the week. Major outlets reported that the market losses were some of the worst seen in certain notable periods, like Trump's inauguration. Overall economic indicators. A challenging week for traders as they navigated mixed signals from economic reports and geopolitical trade tensions. The financial losses were so severe that the U.S. stock market reportedly lost $927 billion in a single day.
Nearly $1 trillion. So what was that specific economic data that caused this adjustment to the market? Maybe just tariffs.
Let me see what I can find.
We've been thinking about tariffs for weeks now.
Searching for specific economic data. February 21st, 2025, causing market decline. The specific economic data that contributed to the market decline on February 21st, 2025 included 1. Consumer sentiment. An unexpected drop in consumer sentiment, as indicated by the University of Michigan. Consumer sentiment report negatively impacted market confidence. 2. Purchasing Managers Index. There were weak flash PMI results for February, signaling a slowdown in business growth and rising goods prices, which further pressured the markets. These economic indicators raised concerns about the health of the economy and contributed to the significant market sell-off that day.
Consumer sentiment is huge. Okay. So, we've got a gap up. That's going to get filled. We're looking at this empty space. It's going to get filled. So that's a pretty decent pop-up. It's pre-market, so you can't really trust much from it. But it is trying to create a bullish channel, which it wants to exit up, generally. Which could mean we may open up, hit our 100 MA, reject at around 605. 605. Yeah, that would actually be pretty relative to previous support, or at least resistance around here. We dropped down, got bought up. Look at those wicks. Look at those wicks. Okay. So there's a gap to get filled in the after hours anyway. Okay. So I'm gonna wait for the first few hours. I'm gonna watch for this bullish channel to manifest. I'm probably gonna short it up when it reaches that 100 MA. And then wait for the gap fill. Potentially it's gonna drop back to 600 and make a double bottom. Maybe even 599. I don't think it's gonna crash. This is always the concern. When are we crashing? When are we crashing? When are we crashing? At least we may be on a downturn because on the bigger timeline, yeah, look at that. It's actually going to go back in. So this is another bullish channel. Probably a little bit more up right there. And then it didn't quite. The key for these is when it goes below, the natural exit is up. So if it goes below, it's going to catch itself back up into the channel, make a upward exit. And depending on how long this is kind of a decent 15-minute. I wouldn't call this a weekly trend or a daily trend. It needs one more day. So let's see what the daily is looking like. Yeah, no, it's not on the daily trend. It's gonna grow back. It's gonna go back inside of here. 4 hour. It can be something of a 4 hour trend, but it doesn't hit as many times. 1 hour trend. Yeah, it seems more like an hour trend. So then maybe for the next week, we're gonna play in this channel up and down, until finally maybe at the end of the week or next week, we make a decision of a break up or down. Normally I check the hour values and I consider if I'm looking at the 1 hour, oh, I gotta think of it backwards. If I'm looking at the 5 minute, I'm only predicting for the next 30 minutes to an hour. It's about 6 to 12 times that value. If I'm looking at the 15 minute, I can predict potentially 2 hours to 4 hours. 30 minute, probably day or two. 1 hour, probably 2 to 4 days, and so on and so forth. The trends at least to happen, not predictions of Oracle predictions, but actually watching the trends and letting them fulfill themselves. Because again, we're dealing not with, I mean, we're dealing with human beings, but we're also dealing with a ton of algorithms that work with the same rules. And normally the rule is for every 3 candles, you solidify a trend. Technically, though, on the daily, that's the weird part. On the daily, we don't quite have a nice trend. Where did my big, where did my, put it? Hello? Okay, I deleted it, I guess. Yeah, that's the one thing. We don't have really 3 candles on the daily. So I can't say this is a fulfilled trend. But then again, algorithms tend to force the trends to happen on top of human emotion. So I'm looking at this. This bullish channel is going to give us access to the next bullish channel. I'm going to probably wait a rejection at 605 and probably put a put for the next day. That'll make sure the put is pretty cheap when I buy it. Now, RXRX, a very interesting one. Looks like it had a double top, basically. Oh, cool. So if it had a double top and it keeps having these flattening times, these flattening outs, there's sellers at those values not happy about it. I might. Hmm. Let me see over here. 4 hour trends are pretty decent to analyze for support and resistance. Yeah, look at that. So this candle wick got sold off. These got sold off, and then it converts to support. So this is a good place right here. So 790 is still a good drop point for RXRX. This is one that I've been playing puts and calls back and forth because it's kind of like an AI pharmaceutical play. So it's getting boosts, but now with the whole economy getting a little rougher on the edges, it seems like they might be getting a little bit of an after effect. So there's still potential 15% down. We're at 951. Granted, that's a value that's strong for RXRX. 950 is a good. If you're above 950, it's bullish. We're kind of fighting for it though, so it's not completely sure. This candle's kind of popping up now. Kind of. Let me get my stuff ready here for any moves I'm gonna make. 952. It does look weak though. It looks so flat in the last day. It went down. There's your bullish breakout. There's your channel first and foremost. An upward breakout on the top side. And then it coasts, flattens out, decides it wants to go a little bit up in the pre. There's always these weird pops when open happens. There's just so little volume in the pre-market. A lot of categorized qualitative type of similar stocks. For instance, SPY is kind of attached to a lot of the main sectors in our economy. AI, Apple, Microsoft, yada yada. So all of those are going to have the same pop, but even the smaller ones are going to have that same pop simply because the volume's so tiny. You can easily buy $9 worth of a stock in pre-market versus $600 worth in SPY. So whether it's kind of like algorithms or people following the trend of the main market and then applying it to secondary equities, that's all up for debate. Two to four, 4 to 6, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 2 to 4, 4 to 6. I should probably do 2 to 3. GMT, what's GMT do? Los Angeles, New York, right. Really? Hold on, what? +2 time default. Okay, so we're basically thinking, GMT is local time, 2 nighttime. So those are my nighttime values. Oh, so it's actually basing my schedule on that. I'm probably gonna have to adjust the schedule a bit. Hmm, but that kind of conflicts with some stuff, don't it? Because 279, those are when my students are happening. So I will not be able to fulfill that schedule. So I'm gonna have to do earlier times. Yeah. Kinda? I'm confused. Because it's not, it's 2 p.m. now. So I gotta subtract, right? 2 p.m. minus, that'll be 9. I'll have to adjust. Kind of. Anyway, I'll do that in a moment. So it's breaking down. It's going to come back in the trend here. Open 31. We're in it. Going to go to 1 minute now. See what the volatility looks like. We're underneath. Um, yeah, there it is back in the trend. RX is still on 940. Oh, it's actually 940. Ooh, that's a good short. It didn't make it to 950. Gonna give it a good put for the week. How much is a put at 8? A put 830 or 850. 15 bucks. Give it a moment to cool off. Looks like there's a wick in there for the buyers to drop in. Also, the main market's getting bought in too. Okay. Do I want to make a call for that? That's only it's a $2 call on the SPY. Same day, $2 call, 100 bucks. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'll let it cool off first. Volatility is heavy. Yeah, it's catching itself here at the 950. There's that 950 key level. So it could pop up to previous resistance here, or at least on the previous key here. So let me see the pattern. I went to this one twice, fell below twice. We haven't confirmed that yet, so there is a chance it's going to go to 11. So I might even do a call. Let's see how it goes. Because normally when there's fear, people buy in, or algorithms buy in too. And it just goes up and down, up and down, up and down. Still, 25 bucks for a call. Don't feel like doing that. What's AMC doing? That's one thing I forgot to take a look at. What's the okay, yeah, what's the live flow like? Okay, so I gotta wait a bit, 15 minutes before the options start coming in. Okay, we're at 62 now. AMC. Last I saw was 340. Still 340. Okay. That's fair. It's the bottom of that's flattening out. It's catching itself on previous support resistance here. A little bit here. It's what? Oh, 330? 330, 340, 338. Hmm. Higher high, higher low, higher or bottom, higher low. We might make another higher low here. If we do, probably gonna get a little bit in that AMC again. Just like it all happened back in 2020. That was insane, but who knows if it's gonna happen again. There's your channel too. They pushed this sucker down heavy. Pushed it once, it broke out, pushed it again, it went below the channel, came back in, pushed itself up. Keeps doing that over and over, but there's always such a strong downside. And then what was that day that I saw? This day. This day was insane. 1 million, 600 million shares, 500 million shares, 300 million. So on the weekly, that was like 1.9 billion in a week. And you look at that in the past, that's a huge buy-in. We didn't, I mean, look at that. This was 2020, 2021, when we went heavy into a huge rally from 20 bucks to 400. And look at this bar. This bar is radical. Absolutely insane. So this bar is what's making me watch AMC again. 1.7 billion share float exchange bar in a week. The max it went before was 400 million a week. We're literally 400% that. So now I'm watching AMC like a hawk. We had an upward channel. Did it give up? It gave up with a huge downward kick. But that's fine because we still have to respect our support resistance. So potentially it could also drop down and create a head and shoulder, reverse head and shoulder. The volume will tell us if that's going to happen completely. So that's nice to watch. In fact, I'm going to set an alert above 377 for the next run. And I'm going to set an alert here because I'm buying there, 326. RX, RR, SPY, SPY. Okay, cool. Those are already through. RX kind of convert. Oh, even the SPY is going down. That's interesting. We're going for the gap fill now. All right, fine. Then I'll get calls on the way down. Keep going. Keep going. We're about to do this. Cat, what are you doing? What are you eating that you're throwing up, bro? And throw up in the bathroom. Bathroom. Not on my doormat. Oh no. Hold on a second. My cat's throwing. What's up, dude? Hairballs? Oh, you're eating the hairballs you're finding in the bathroom, you retard? My God. That's why. Oh, I hate picking up cat puke. Ugh. Ugh. Why the hell would you freaking eat hair? That's your own hair, too. All right, so we're going for the gap fill early. I could do that. I could do a quick one call, 16 bucks for 608 since our target is around the top of this channel. Oh, 606 actually. That's even better. Target is around 604. If we do a quick upward movement, we're going to see a huge volatility spike in options, but then there's always that chance we're going to hit the top of this channel, which is around 606. And if I get in the money, it's a huge burst from 16 bucks to probably 120. I might need more coffee. And so the gap fill has commenced. We have until 600. I might get more of it if it reaches further down. This is why you're gonna choke again. Stop eating hair. You have food. You have the highest quality cat food cats can have. And you're just eating whatever hair you find. You freaking retard. Anyway, cats. Okay, so I'm in a call, waiting to get to about a 605. Because that was a huge scare. We're not, unless we're seriously going through a crash, which is going to be very unlikely, not yet, too soon, which would happen instantly. We'd already be down another 5, 10. Until the tariffs actually start taking effect and other countries start counter tariffing us, then we can see a huge issue. Otherwise, algorithms are still on auto. No manuals. No manual control yet. RX is catching itself back at 950. What is GME now? What's Nvidia doing? Having a little bit of a. Oh no. That's a very strong bearish channel. That wants to break down. Maybe make another low at 140, 134. What's a put in Nvidia right now? I'm not that interested, but if it's cheap enough, I might. I don't like exposing myself to too many moves at once. The timing of things. Ah, they do 4 day. A 4 day put. The cheapest one. Ah, really? Cheapest one is like at 106, $30 down for $20. And anything a couple of bucks down like this, 134 is gonna be $440. Nah, see, that's why I don't play that. Those are way too crowded. 15 minutes? Almost 2 more minutes. And we'll take a look at what the options are happening, what they're doing on the market. RX falling down again? Okay. What's AMD doing? I hear they're catching up with Nvidia on the market. Nope, they're puking. Holy puke. Another day, another puke. I mean, okay, there was an upward channel. It broke down finally. Another upward channel broke down here. But that's a pre-market channel, so it's not very dependable. RX. Should I wait, did I Oh no, I got a call on that sucker, didn't I? Hmm. No, I got a call on SPY, unfortunately. Which will revert itself after the gap fill. So I'm probably gonna watch for that gap fill and see what RX does. Because then I can potentially go into a call on RX as well. And then extra. But those calls on RX are, I mean, they're for the week, I guess. So maybe it'll get cheaper, but still like $3 up, $2, $1. Still 50, $35. I don't want to put that much into that. It's a week, so I can wait for it, give or take. Let me see. Consumer report 2025, February. Backlash erupts. Companies plunge. This was 12 hours ago. Let's see what
We,
this.
as consumers, have more power than perhaps we
Oh,
often realize we have.
that
And
was
in these
loud.
dark times, people are starting to exercise that power by choosing to spend or not spend money to make sure that it's in line with their political values. Or if you want to shorten it, hashtag go anti woke, go broke. And so a lot of people are starting to
Yeah,
do this.
basically.
4 out of 10 Americans polled have shifted their spending over the last few months to align with their moral views. 31% of Americans reported having no interest in supporting the economy this year, which is a wild number. 1 out of 3 people. We're not saying they don't want to support like a particular local donut shop that's too MAGA or whatever. They don't want to be a part of the entire economy, which is wild.
I
And for
mean,
some groups, it's higher.
wasn't
Gen
there
Z's at 37%, Black respondents 41%, much higher. White
um
respondents, Democrats at 35%.
even 28% of
What's the
Republicans that went ahead
popularity
and
of
reported
no
for
buy
NFC, the
2025
cohort of
hashtag
respondents
or
that even
tag
started shopping
on
at their
social
favorite
media?
stores because of their politics, and for some groups, like
I
male
remember hearing
respondents,
about
it's
that tag.
more
Look it up
than
now.
1/3. They see companies making
Searching for
decisions
no
that they
buy
don't like, and they're
2025
opting out
hashtag
of it. And
popularity social
so
media.
a lot of people have seen the rolling back of DEI commitments to not, to
Oh,
avoid
Jamie,
looking
get
towards the former
Popularity
Trump
of the no
administration
buy
as,
2025
a betrayal at
hashtag
this
I
on
might
point
get
social
a
of
media.
call.
big companies like
I'm gonna
Target,
get a
1.
call.
Walmart, and Amazon as well. Some of them are actually facing
TikTok trend.
lawsuits. Target is facing
The
a
no
class
buy
action lawsuit
2025 hashtag
that
is
claims that
gaining
they
traction
defrauded
primarily on
investors by
TikTok,
issuing false and
where
misleading
users and
statements
influencers
concerning
are
their
engaging
actions
in a
supporting
spending
companies'
challenge
diversity,
by
equity,
avoiding
and inclusion
unnecessary purchases
mandates,
for the
and
year.
more broadly,
Yep.
its environmental,
This trend
social,
is
and
part of
governance
a broader
policies, which
movement
is
towards more
actually a
conscious
really
spending
clever
in response
strategy.
to social
I mean,
media
they've sold
consumerism.
Yep.
people,
There it
The
is.
like
hashtag is
investors, the
particularly
investors
popular on
possibly,
TikTok,
on this is the sort of
where
company
influencers are
really this
focusing
is the
on
promises
reducing
we're making,
impulse
and they're not
buys.
doing it.
Yep.
And it has
Reports
actually hurt them.
indicate
Their share
growing
prices have
momentum for
fallen
the
quite a bit
hashtag
since
as
the
users
election.
reconsider their
And
spending
so,
habits.
look, some of this is going to be conservatives. They
Impact on
get involved in
hashtag
their
usage.
boycotts too. They don't want to drink Bud
Recent
Light. They don't want
discussions
to go to Target
suggest
because it's got a
that while
T-shirt they don't
hashtags can
like.
still play a
And
role
they're
in content
obviously
discovery,
free to
their
do them,
effectiveness in
Elon Musk. I don't think
2025
you should
is
be locked up
influenced by
for
evolving
boycotting
social
something
media
or whatever.
algorithms
I will
that
also
now
point out,
prioritize
though,
content
that doesn't
quality
mean it's the
and
same
relevance
thing.
over sheer hashtag volume. Users discuss the mixed effectiveness of hashtags, including no buy 2025, in the current social media landscape. Overall, the no buy 2025 hashtag seems to be part of a larger conversation about sustainability and mindful spending, resonating well with audiences on TikTok.
What can you find as far as the percentage growth of this tag in TikTok over the last 2 months?
Searching for no buy 2025 hashtag growth percentage. TikTok past 2 months. I could not find specific data on the percentage growth of the no buy 2025 hashtag on TikTok over the last 2 months in the search results. However, it seems that this trend is gaining traction, particularly as part of a broader movement on TikTok around mindful spending and financial responsibility. If you would like, I can try a different approach or continue looking for more specialized reports or analytics related to TikTok trends.
Can you check some analytics and see the potential growth of this tag? No, we can also do trends.google.
Accepting cookie settings to proceed with searching for TikTok hashtag analytics.
Oh, that was huge for a moment. This is past day. Let's do
Preparing to search for TikTok analytics data about the no buy 2025 hashtag trend.
Wow, that blew up. Okay, so that's useless and that's useless.
Analytics of the no buy 2025
That's
trend on
huge.
TikTok. Here are some insights into the recent growth of the no buy 2025 trend on TikTok. 1.
2012,
Growth and timing.
2020,
The trend has seen significant momentum over the
2021.
past 1 to 2 months. Numerous content creators, including popular ones, are actively engaging with the hashtag. Recent
Right.
posts were heavily concentrated within the last 2 to 4 weeks. 2. Types of content. Videos tracking progress of the No Buy 2025 challenge, such as tips on maintaining it through monthly resets and goal settings.
They're even doing that, huh?
Educational videos focusing on strategies to escape debt by following the challenge.
Wow.
3. Media coverage.
True.
The hashtag has caught the attention of major news platforms, highlighting it as an inflation-inspired challenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It
it
is
is.
linked to financial goals and innovative ways to handle spending, resonating well with a wider audience. This trend aligns with broader movements towards financial mindfulness and responsible spending, especially in the face of economic challenges.
That makes sense. So that's growing.
Right? Like conservatives can be mad at Target for something having to do with the LGBTQ community, and in this, maybe libs are also mad at them. But is it really the same? Like, if you stop shopping at a company because they tell a group of Americans that they don't care about them anymore and don't care about protecting them, is that the same
Oh, is that
as
the
not shopping at a company because
DEI
they have a
stuff?
t-shirt that acknowledges the existence of a member of that group? I don't know. Both are boycotts, but I feel like there's some pretty important differences between them. But anyway, we are seeing that both on the left and on the right. A lot of protests, a lot of boycotts going on. Viviana, I'm curious what you make of this.
Has it been a trend that the boycotts from the right don't really come to fruition?
Still
Like
going?
they make a big fuss about it, like Bud Light,
We're still
and then
going?
they don't, really do anything. But we are seeing with this political
There's
change.
got
I
to be
mean,
a
if you
wick
look at
right
the Bud
here.
Light
There
commercial
it
from
is.
the Super
There's the
Bowl, it
wick.
was like the most like I don't want to call it toxic masculinity, but it was like that big old long cooler, and it was like dudes, lawn dads, rah, what a change from like having a trans spokesperson. So I do feel like the left is a little bit better at protests and at boycotts than the right. The right is good at making a lot of noise, but at the end of the day, dollar really going back to like let's defend capitalism a little bit. Never thought I would. That's what it. If you live in capitalism, supposedly, which I don't think we do right now, that's what it's supposed to
Fair.
be. You speak with your dollar, and so I applaud right and left do it. I don't know that the right has follow through, but we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. And it could be buying or not buying something, participating with a service or not using a platform. And I mean, a lot of people, I'm sure, seeing all these tech billionaires sucking up to Donald Trump almost literally, like I wouldn't want to use most of these platforms too. And I think that that is the power in our system that we have. I think people should use it. And in terms of like the effect of the protests from the right on like Anheuser-Busch or Target, like I went to look at the stock prices to see how it's going. And, I love data. I love a good chart. It's hard for me to say for sure for these companies if that's why their stock price is low, because all stocks are down since Donald Trump became president because his economic effect has been utterly chaotic, and the oncoming trade war that we're going to have is making a lot of companies really worried. So
I mean,
basically, the
yeah,
stock market's just had a really tough time for the last month
that's kind of a
anyway.
necessity,
But maybe
though.
in the long run, we'll be able to give an updated
Yeah,
evaluation of that. For now, we
that's
can just say
everything that we're
moving
doing now
forward,
is for
all
the
up a
long
side.
run. We got to
It's
pay
just
off
chaos and
that.
crime. That's what we're
We
experiencing.
got to
Hilarious.
exchange correct tariffs. We can't just let other
Thanks for watching our
countries
video. Did you
deduct
know that you can support our show by becoming a subscriber? Just click the
the
subscribe button and
details.
also ring the bell so that you get notifications when we're live or when we post new content.
Gamergate 2 EXE in a nutshell.
When you climb into someone's personal social media.
Aqualon is so based. I'm really glad to see more people posting him in different places. He used to be a WoW content creator, and he would focus a lot on like lore in the game. And then I think he started talking
Okay,
about
Asmon,
live
I'm
tournaments.
looking at
So I'm
market
really
stuff
glad to
right
see him
now.
doing well.
This guy's hilarious. I'm gonna
I
give him the.
support LGBT. Let's grow business together. And night it will be even more eye-catching. Other shopkeepers will be envious about your sign. Any size, any color, any style is at your disposal. You haven't
This
seen
guy's fantastic. Great way to do the things he's doing. Apple new factory in the US, PLTR greatest marketing Ponzi in history. Ooh, I do like Maverick. I might have to watch the whole thing on Maverick. But that's a whole piece of section that how long is that? Oh, an hour and 12 minutes. I gotta find out. AMC will hit 1,000 instantly during the squeeze. Yeah. It happens in a few hours. Yeah. Avad is the most important game right now. This guy's hilarious too. Can't believe it's happening to XRP and crypto project right now. What is happening to XRP? Probably check that later. Adjusting my schedule. Come on, really? We're going that far down? All right. So, where's the bounce back? Let's see. We still are in an area for a higher low. That's the important part to keep in mind. If we break this, which I'm going to actually jot down right here. If we break this sucker, then we're going to have some problems down to the next one. 591. So then I'll go ahead and go heavy short. But right now, I'm still looking for a potential reversal here. Yep, that looks like a reversal. Let's do EMA exponential moving average. Triple moving average ribbon. Give me that sucker. Okay, we're above. And then give me a Ichimoku. Oh. Okay, oh why? I only have one indicator. What else do I have? Oh, I have two of them. Why do I have two? By accident? Okay, so then just give me the Ichimoku. Okay, let's slow down. The slope, slow slope, big slope, slower slope. So we're getting to a point of slowing down. 5 minute. Bars are slowing. What's the Hikanashi? What was it called? Helkin? Heikanashi. Right. So we're seeming to get those wicks starting to flow right there at our support. I'm gonna star that. I'm gonna star that. It's a volume candle. What? Okay. So then go away. Okay, so 5 minute. Okay. We are below. 15 minute. We just broke down the cloud on the 15. Fine. 30 minute. We're still below the cloud. 1 hour. Pretty heavy below the cloud. 4. We are fighting against the green cloud. So that's the buying space buy zone. Daily. Whoops, not weekly. Daily. We're still above. So on the daily, we're above. That's the one and only. I mean, there is a chance we can go down to 591, bounce off the green cloud, and then go back up, but that's such a low, low chance. I think we're really going to start basing right here. We're going to start getting a little bit of wiki candles. You, 885, are close but no cigar. I mean, okay, so you could be basing on this guy here. That's in the after hours. I don't like after hours. Sure, let's just do this. Pre-market, actually. Okay, we're below that, so that's not good. But then that's the pre-market. Give or take, I don't like. Okay. Denied on the 15 RX, 5 minute. Denied. It went above and below. That's an interesting one. Normally, if it goes above, it tends to keep going. But this candle was like, hey, yeah, we're not going down. But then this one's like, screw you. We're going down. But then we are also building 3 candles in, 4 candles in, 5 candles in. A decent channel here. Gotta figure out when it's gonna bounce out of it. Oh! Oh. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Are we really going down for a market crash? Because that's my cue to go down. Holy crap. 5.3, what was my value down here? 5.2? Can go down further. Let's go to 5.90. No. Too soon. Hold on. Too soon. That was a big one, though. Big candle. Going down, increase action. Going down, increasing volume. So there's a volume divergence here. I still think we need to tap a high resistance because we still left that channel below. And this one we left below. So maybe by the end of the day, we're going to have a bounce back. So I'm going to potentially, might even go calls. A few more calls. $6 right now. Let's keep watching. Hmm. Okay, so now we're going to probably build. We're still within this channel here. Yeah, right there. Because look at how it tried to bounce above, fell down, didn't take it. That's a very interesting one. 12 to 2, 8. 4 to 6. Change that to 8. Change that to 8. 8 to 10. 8 to 10, and normally I start my students at 10, so pretty ideal. 7, 3, 3, 10. So then I'm going to add another stream. Start that at 4. Probably 4 to 8, yeah. Monday through Friday. Oh, it's catching itself. Does that mean I'm gonna go in with more calls at 5 now? Yeah, I'll take 4 more, please. Thank you. Uh-oh. The distance, the delta between each drop has decreased. So here to here, 14%, 0.14, 0.08, 0.07. So we are decreasing in acceleration downward. I'm still looking at that 606 above. Man, volatility is going to whiplash a lot of people for sure. And then what should I do with RX? RX does look like it could bounce back to 940. That's when it hits the cloud. But then it's also underneath this resistance at 923. We're 862. 950 is $30, a little bit for the end of the week. Wish I had less. It's every 7 days with RX. And there's the pickup. I'm gonna go for 10 at the end of the week. Let's go. 10 for $10 for 25. The bounce looks identifiable. And then I'm gonna grab me some AMC, just the leftover. Oh, let me pay my lawn mowing guy.
Fire hunger.
Yeah, you hunger. Okay, pay him. Okay. Why is that not on a Monday though? Weird. Okay, there's the bounce. Okay. Is it gonna hold? It's gonna resist here, or are we gonna blow through that? Because goes up, down volume. Goes up. Back in resistance. Back in resistance. Let's take a 5. Right, with the 1, is that a channel up? Kinda, sorta. 15. Ah, there it is. Look at that big buyout. It's probably gonna close up above with that giant wick there. This one too. Look at that flattening of the bottom. Perfect, perfect. I made some perfect calls. Oh, BRB. I'm gonna make more coffee. No. Okay. Back to it. Second candle. Yeah, it's probably gonna also wick up as well. Let me see. It's gonna be the higher low. Right about here. Yeah, that's about right. Let's see. Oh, excusez-moi. There it is. Bounce back up. Still hits that, but it was a downward channel. Still kind of is. Come on. There we go. So now it's going to tap on top, go back up. This one's looking the same. Inflation's a bitch, but I would say most of the market is inflated considering egg prices and things like that. Up above? Just about. There we go. All right. So we should see a reversion here. And this one's also making that higher low. Like clockwork. Algorithms are pretty predictable once you get the hang of it. All right, what else happening on the tubes? Two minutes ago, someone else streaming. Nothing crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and play my dude over here. Oh, where'd he go? Hello? Maverick? Oh, was it here? No. Ah, it's a members only. Unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. Refresh on front. Oh, let's check the options. GME. Tesla. Bullish flow coming in. SPY bullish. Meta bullish. Tesla bullish. SOX S bearish, but that's bullish for the overall market. QQQs, yep, a lot of bullish sentiment coming back in for the bounce. What the AMC doing? Decent wicks, but it got denied heavy twice. Yesterday and today it got denied by these wicks. So we'll probably see a downward. There's our basing above our 598. GME also kind of basing, but it's basing below, so it's going to get denied at the previous support. Which it already did. Now it's struggling to catch itself back up. RXRX looks good. Let me check my options. Not bad. Bounce back soon. Why didn't I buy the ANC? Okay. All right. Well, that's really it for now. Not just a waiting game, which I'm probably not just gonna sit here and wait. I'm gonna watch it on the side. I've got my setup ready for today. So I'm probably gonna switch back to some Marvel.